Hello, well this is where Terry Fox stayed. This place is called the Coach House Motel.
You want some, the
And
thermostat on the bed.
this is the room number. This is exactly where he stayed 30 years ago. They never changed anything here. Everything is still the same.
I don't know if it's the same TV.
Same rug, anyways.
But I know that the furniture is still the same. The bedspread is different. The curtains are different.
Oh yeah.
Hi.
How you doing?
Yeah, so this is where he stayed, huh?
Welcome to the Coach House Motel, room number 10.
Thank you very, very much. Is it the same bed?
It's the same bed frame. The bedspread is different. The original bedspreads were so worn out.
Right.
It was. We're not even sure exactly which one of them because they got cleaned.
Right.
But this
Just
is
look at this one.
this is the plaque that we put together with all the memorabilia.
Wow.
This picture was taken right across the street here at the beach. This picture was taken in the parking lot here.
Terry Fox.
And these pictures were taken across the beach as well. That little kid there was Greg Scott. He was running with him. And actually, Greg Scott was riding a bicycle.
Yeah.
Aww.
But
And
Greg Scott had also lost his leg to cancer as well.
Right.
And they brought Greg Scott in at this last phase of the trip to try to cheer Terry up because he wasn't feeling well. And by the time he got here, he was really running out of gas. And they tried to get him to go to the doctor, and he wouldn't because he knew that if he went to the doctor, he knew what was going to happen, and that was going to be the end of the trip. He wanted to keep going, So he was really tired. And the reason that they selected this motel was because the original owners were willing to keep everybody out. Because by the time he got here, he was a celebrity, and there was just people everywhere. And he needed some privacy, and he needed some rest. And he needed a real bath, and he needed to sleep in a real bed. He couldn't sleep in the fan. He was not feeling well. So he stayed right here in this room, and he was able to get plenty of rest. The previous owners were bringing him food all evening long, and he didn't come into the dining room. And just kept bringing him food, and they kept keeping all the curiosity seekers out of the parking lot, wouldn't let anybody come in. The CBC was here at the same time. They were filming him. They filmed the video. I don't know if you've seen the videos of him at the beach. It's right across the street here. I'll show you how to get that thing. Or, as long as you have some light, it might be a good idea to go there now. If you want.
But it was after this point. It was 5 more days, and he was done.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
He didn't want to stop in Thunder Bay. He stopped in Thunder Bay because he just broke down. The CBC was filming him coming into the city, and just past the Shumia County landfill, there was just crowds of people, and the CBC were filming him there as he was coming at the mouth, and he just fell down. And they didn't realize. They thought he just stumbled, but they didn't realize that they'd filmed his last mile. And they took him in. The ambulance took him into Thunder Bay, and they checked him out and discovered all the tumors in his lungs, and that was the end of his trip. Here, you can
Thank you.
Is that the real Terry
It's not.
Fox?
The original key looked like this.
Okay. And where is the key now?
I don't know. I don't know what happened to the Terry Fox memorabilia. Maybe his parents had it? I don't know for sure. But I have an exact duplicate of it, the original.
So what day, the exact date, was Terry Fox sleeping?
Anyways, August 26, 1980, he slept here.
Okay.
So he ran 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st, and I guess September 1st was when he collapsed coming into Thunder Bay.
Coming into Thunder Bay?
And I got here 30 years later.
Just missed it by a couple of weeks, but that's all right. It's about the same time.
We wanted to get here, but you know, it was pretty tough because back there we had some people that Cole had to visit, so we kind of got sidetracked.
Well, that's understandable. And Terry Fox had the exact same problem. Every time he went somewhere, he was constantly being stopped. People constantly wanting him to do, and even when he was here, even though he was so tired, he was exhausted, he just was at the absolute limit of his endurance, he still couldn't say no to anyone.
Yeah.
So in Terrace Bay, they had a pep rally for him in Terrace Bay. And even though everybody wanted him to lie down and rest, he couldn't say no. and he went into town, did that pep rally, came back here and slept sound.
Wow.
And then 5 o'clock in the morning, he just slipped out, didn't say goodbye, he just kept going, because he had to get going early in the morning to get his miles in, because that's when nobody was around, nobody would be in the way.
Yeah.
So that's what
really
he did.
Good. Yeah, just if you can show us, that'd be great. Can you leave it?
The beach?
Yeah, the beach.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's about a couple hundred yards over there.
Yeah.